Right guys, this is a very quick tutorial on how to create a very unique button with a few little cool animations and colours. So first off, we need to actually draw the button. Now to do this you can use anything, you can just have it as a rectangle or anything like that, but to make it pretty unique you can use the pen tool. So what I'm going to do is just create a shape. Now if I was to put just using the pen tool for those that don't know, if I was to put the pen part here, it'll actually follow on this line and make it smooth, and I actually don't want that. I want it to actually come straight there rather than doing the curve and to that point. So if you go here and you'll see that little arrows that come up there, if you click on that and you get rid of one of those handles, it'll actually just be a straight line, and then you can do a curve in that way. So we're making something like a sail. Same again, I want it just to come back to here, and so we get it to the point where it looks nice and smooth. Alright, so we've got our button. Let's just say this button would be something that would be going to next page or something like that. So I've got my button here. It's pretty simple at the moment, so we're just going to give it some different colours. The first thing we're going to do is give it a gradient. So if I just click on gradient, it automatically goes to gradient. The next thing I'm going to do is choose a different colour. What I might do is actually go to Window, Colour Swatches, and maybe make the end colour green. Just drag it up to the little box and make the start colour, we might make that red. Okay, that did not work. Do that again, make that red. Okay, we don't want it to be so harsh there, we might just bring this back a little bit. There we go. Alright, so we've now got our button, and now what we're going to do is turn it into a button and actually make it so it has a little animation where we hover and then click on it. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to buttons and turn that into a button. And then to do that, just have the item selected, click on normal, and so now it has a normal state. That's what it would appear to look like, or appear like when it's on the page. And we're just going to give it a quick action. It doesn't really matter what you're doing for this action, but we're going to go just to next page. So what I want it to do is when it rolls over, when the mouse, this rollover, if you click on that, it now has a different state for rollover. It hasn't changed anything yet, and we need to do that. But for rollover, I'm actually going to go up here and I want the whole group there to have a bevel and emboss. And I want that to bevel. So when the mouse rolls over, it bevels up a bit. Now you can change some of these features depending on what you want it to do. That's all fine. That's all fine. Everything's good there. I like how that looks. So now I'll just preview that very quickly. When the button's going to look like that on the page. When I hover over it, it comes up to almost 3D. The last thing we're going to do though, when the actual button is clicked down, what we want it to do is to go up to effects, and I want it to give it a inner shadow. And I'm just going to leave that as is. That looks pretty good. So now when we preview, the button looks like that on the page. When we hover over it, it gives us a bit of a bevel, and when we click down, it looks like it's being pushed into the page. So that's just a very quick way to make buttons very unique and gives them some interaction on the page, which creates interest by the user. Thanks for watching.